What is up, guys? It's your boy Robbie, and today I will be telling the story of when I smoked my first joint. This was, let's say, a little more than a year ago. Yeah, let's say like a year and 2 months ago or so. And I was always like, I was like a silent kind of guy. And oh, by the way, the gameplay you see in the background, is actually pretty ironic. Like 3 hours ago, I smoked like a really fat joint, and yeah, like 10 minutes after smoking, I played like some Spec Ops on MW3 because that's the only game I have with my dad. It's like GTA and MW3. So I played some Spec Ops, thought like I should record this, and yeah, you can obviously see I'm kind of a little bit. It's pretty obvious, and my mind was going crazy with everybody shooting at me and kind of being paranoia. Yeah, it was pretty fun to play the game. Anyway, so back then I was like a really silent guy. I was kind of like the nerd. What I was doing, I was doing the same thing I was doing now. I was making YouTube videos, but the difference is that back then I was playing on my PlayStation like 24/7. Like all the free time I had, all the time I did not have to go to school, I was definitely like playing my PlayStation or recording a video or editing a video or uploading a video to YouTube or just like looking for other ideas. It was definitely one of those. I was doing a lot of YouTube channels. I was doing an unboxing channel and a gaming channel. Yeah, it all got like really crazy. And well, there was this one weekend. My best friend back then asked if I wanted to come over to his place, and stay the night there. So yeah, I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, my parents aren't home. We have the whole weekend to ourselves. It's 2 days that you can stay here. So I was like, yeah, great, no problem. So I went there Friday night. His parents went away, so yeah, we were like, yeah, bye. We had a great night. We went out and got beer. Had a lot of fun. Next day, a friend of his, which I had met earlier, like year before on a festival, laundry day, summer festival, and I met the guy there because yeah, you know, my best friend, and he was like, oh, like, hey, and we hung around a lot on the festival, but totally forgot about him actually. And he was like, yeah, my best friend was like, yeah, you know, this guy asked if we go to the park, and this park was like in the town next to where my best friend lived. So we were like, yeah, no problem. We just hopped on the bus, went there. So I was there with my best friend and his friend, and he brought another friend. So it's like four guys, and then all their friends started joining in, and there was like 4 or 5 of them, of like a group of 15 people. We're like a lot of people, but we're like a pretty big park, so yeah. And a couple of them smoked, and it was totally new to me. The smell, I had never ever knew anything about this. So, and there was a certain moment where the guy with the weed, like the man who was smoking the most, asked me, "You wanna hit?" And I was looking at that joint. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fucking do this. Fuck it. I never had a bad relationship with my parents, and I never did drugs. I never did anything wrong. Excuse me, I never did anything wrong except for like drinking a couple too much beers or vodka sometimes. But that was all normal. That was all like, that was the worst thing I would do. And I was like, this one day just smoking weed. And yeah, my friends were a little surprised. Like, my best friend looked at me like, what the hell? But he smoked with us, and so my best friend was like, you know what? I want to do this tonight at my home. I was like, yeah. So we both got him €5, so that we got a gram. For us, that was pretty much enough because we had never smoked before. So we went home. On the way there, we stopped at the night shop and got ourselves some papers and some filters and all. So we started rolling, and my friend was a horrible roller. He was terrible. We smoked really lovely joints, but we were high as fuck. I had never had this sensation before. This feeling, and it made me feel so good. It was unbelievable. So yeah, a little after that, I started buying like a little more slums. Like sometimes I was like buying for like 20 euros, sometimes 10, sometimes like 30, depending on like what I could extra earn from some jobs or so. But that was like around the time that I just started smoking cigarettes, so I didn't have too much money for buying weed and all. I had to make sure I could pay my cigarettes. So anyway, then I got together with a girl, and that was like my whole summer vacation. I was with her, so almost did not smoke any weed because she told me like not to do it too much. And then we broke up, and I smoked this really fat joint, and I got high on the bus station, and yeah, that was a horrible fucking day. Well, we got back together a little after, but it didn't work out anyway. She's still a friend of mine, so no problem. Anyway, there was a long time that I really did not buy a lot. Like sometimes I would buy like a little bit for like a party or so. And a little while ago, I had been feeling a little bit down, and like 3 years ago, I had a little depression. That's how I started gaming, actually, like hardcore gaming. I started playing MW2 all day, all night in my underwear for like 2 months straight. So that's pretty much how I got like the real hardcore gaming. And I was feeling that I was getting back into a depression. So, by the way, about now, my gameplay is almost gonna be over, so I'm just gonna stick a random gameplay behind it. I'm not quite sure which one. So anyway, I was feeling that I was like sucking back into my depression, and I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna buy some weed. So I went to my friend, which I knew he smoked a lot, and he was like, yeah, I'll get you like I'll get you 2 grams tomorrow if you give me 20 years. So I gave him. Next day, he got 2 grams, no problem. And I started smoking more and more. I started learning to roll joints. Now I'm like pretty good at rolling my own joints. So I started getting material like papers, filters, like grinders. I got like 2 grinders now. I'm still probably gonna buy a pipe because I really want one. Back a ball. Anyway, like starts like hanging out with like friends who smoke a little more, and some of my friends that like do me like, how do I explain this? Jesus God, I've trapped myself in my words. So what the fuck was I saying? I was saying that no idea. Like some of my friends were like judging me like, you shouldn't weed, it's not good for you, and I looked at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Ain't anyone like ever died from it? It's like it's medical. Okay, it's a little addictive, and now I realize how it's very addictive because I really can't stop. It's horrible. I'm stuck constantly thinking about stopping and saving money or just continuing to do it, and I don't know if this is going to ruin my life or not. But anyway, I still enjoy smoking. I still enjoy getting high. I still enjoy being high constantly. And even though I have, like, since I started, I got in a lot more fights with my mom. It's okay. I don't really see it as that big of a problem. I can still, she's still my mom. I still love her. She still loves me. My dad's still the same. My dad doesn't really mind that I smoke. Like, he doesn't know I smoke like every day. He's like, friendly care package once a month or so. Like, he's only right here sometimes. My mom, yeah, she doesn't really like it. She doesn't enjoy it, and she just like, you know, don't make me notice it, and don't make me see you.
Your sentry gun has been destroyed.
And I understand. I don't want her to see me. Sometimes she does, but she just observe. So I'm sorry. Sometimes she just doesn't realize. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this video, and I will have another story pretty soon. Also about when I got busted for the first time, and the only time since I'm going now. So yeah, that will be in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time.